Happy Friday. Jess is back on your screen and I'm going to talk about change. Everything is changing. Okay, so I'm going to talk about change because pretty much everything changes, right? Things do change. Yet sometimes we might find ourselves actually fearing the change. How interesting. So for example, if you're a parent, you have a child, right? And they actually don't stay at the age of 1 or the age of 2 or the age of 3 forever, right? They actually grow older. Their body changes with it. They experience things, they learn things, they grow. And we as a parent have to adjust to the changes of our child as they're finding their feet through life. And that's us in a whole as well. Experiences may lead us to change, to have so much change happen. And yet, sometimes we actually might find ourselves fearing the change, but yet on a deeper level we want it, right? So this is why I want to talk about it. So do you not question yourself? Okay, I want the change. I know I am so dissatisfied with my reality right now, my life right now. Yet, why am I not doing anything about it? And it all comes back to our minds. So our minds want to keep us safe in our comfort zone. And we don't even half the time recognize where we're staying in our comfort zone. We actually listen to the stories our mind come up with. It's so easy to rationalize and create a reason why you're not doing what you want to do, or why you're not making the changes you need to make, or anything like that. And it's how often have you found yourself actually saying, okay, I need to change this, I need to do this, and then you do the total opposite. I've done it many times. So for example, say you really need to save money, you really got debt to get out of, and you really need to focus there and pay attention and track your money and make sure you are putting it in the right places. So you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to be committed and disciplined and I'm not going to spend this money right now. And then you go out the next day and you actually buy yourself lunch and you buy yourself a shirt and you buy these things and you come home and you go, what the? I just did exactly what I said I wouldn't be doing. Please explain. Or you want to get fit, you want to lose weight, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you're going to eat healthier and then you eat that donut anyway. So why are we doing that? Because in that moment, we are either, one, looking for we know the short-term fix. We know that feels good. And number two, we might then rationalize why we did it. So again, for example, say it's the spending the money when you say you're not going to or you shouldn't. And then you go, oh, well, I'm worth it too, and I want it, or, and you just rationalize why it's okay that you spend that money. Which it's not a bad thing that you did. It's just you weren't committed or disciplined in the area you actually were ready to be committed and disciplined in. You didn't keep yourself accountable. And it's it's easier said than done. I get that. Because our habits are the hardest thing to break. So back to change. So say you are dissatisfied with change. You are dissatisfied with your life. And you go, okay, now I really want to change some things. But you find yourself still going to that shitty job you hate. If you're in that relationship that's just not working. Or you're not eating that better options of food. Or you're not doing any of those action steps that you should be taking to create that change. And then that's where we send ourselves into depression, or because we're not aligned with what we really want on a deeper level. We are very scattered and have this inner conflict. And then we beat ourselves up and we go again and we go again. Whereas this is why I want to create the self-love. Love yourself enough and be aware of those times. So it's okay that you make that mistake or you do it. That's fine. But then you're aware and you go, okay, next time I'm going to give it a shot to do it differently again. And keep going that way, and then the change will eventually occur. Now, I'm not saying that if you're you don't like your job, you want to go and venture out and do this. I'm not saying quit tomorrow. I am saying start doing things around that job. So you've got your base income or whatever, it's what you know, just to see where that might lead. And it might actually lead you somewhere that gives you the option to then go, see you later, I'm done here, awesome. And those little action steps that you do outside your work is actually what is lighting you up. Depression gone. Boom. Anyway, so I'm going to say this in the last moment here and say pretty much, what are you pretending not to know? So with all of what I've said today, at the end of the day, most of the time we know what we need to do. We feel it, our gut tells us, or we just know that this is not right. Yet we don't do it because something's holding us back. We're fearing, we're not letting it go, and so pretty much that's where we rationalize why we're still doing it. Or that's why, and that's why you become pretending you don't know, and you just want it to resolve itself. You just want it to solve itself. You don't have to do it. It seems hard, or it feels, because it's scary, it seems bigger than what it probably would be if you actually just dealt with it. So that's me for today. And take this question away. What are you pretending not to know? Have a beautiful weekend. See you next week. Bye.